So thank you very much to listen me about what we're doing at Parrot. And so I'm Henri Sédou, the CEO of a company called Parrot that I started 19 years ago, and a company who do consumer products. We do consumer products, and in fact the company called Parrot because we start doing consumer products with voice recognition, and we are from DSP software. We are guys doing software for DSP. And a few years ago, we start to do, so this is my presentation. I will tell you more or less the story. So my presentation is drone for fun. So at Parrot, we do the consumer products, and we think about the drone as a consumer product. But what is a consumer product? From my point of view, a consumer project is, at the beginning, is a gadget. It's not really done really seriously. I have some example. For example, this is an Apple II. It has been done, from my point of view, without really any purpose of usage. Is it for an office, or is it for computing? And finally, Apple is the largest technology company in America. But I am sure that the people that did this originally did it as something nice to do. I have other example, and I like very much gadgets. For example, the copy of the Apple II was not even made by IBM. It has been made by Intel and Microsoft, and nobody can predict at this time that this computer will replace all the computing, from data centers to the computers that we use for CAD systems. Same for telephone. You know, those ugly telephones were very difficult to use, and now most of the telephony come from cell phones. Of course, this is a product that had absolutely no success, the tablet, yes. And this was the poorest camera ever built. I don't know if one of you have used it, but it was nearly impossible to make a picture with it. Now, all the pictures are done like this. So then doing the drone and at Parrot, we have a look at the aeronautics, and I believe the aeronautics more or less was the same. For example, this is a very, very cool design, and it looks like a modern drone, but it's 1863, and you see it's a steaming helicopter. It flies more than 1 minute, and you see it's super well designed. You see, looking at the picture is from Nadar, but you see it will fly. This is an even more famous drone. It's not called an air drone, but the name is nearly drone. It was a steaming engine also. It flies more than 1 mile. It's a Langley airplane. And if you see the picture, it looks as beautiful as the beautiful drone that we will see in an hour from now. And it is from the end of the 19th century. I have more examples. So this is a very, very nice picture from the Wright brothers. The Wright brothers, in my point of view, they act as a modern artist. They take pictures of everything they did, as to show really how the ideas came from the idea to the thing. But most of the pictures disappear. But this is a kite from the Wright brothers. Super modern airplane. You see this design. You have nothing to change. It's also a design from the end of the 19th century. A glider from the Wright brothers. Another nice picture. And finally, a plane. So for me, when I see those pictures of the first airplanes, this is the idea I like to follow. I like to try to be at the beginning of something. And I think the drones, this is what is happening, or this is what happened the few last years. They have been developed by people, but without a clear purpose of the business behind the drone. People did it for, I think, I don't know why because obviously a lot of people in this room are developing drone, but my understanding is people do it for the fun, for the technology. Why not doing like this, exploring the ideas, more than building a business case. But this is how you build an industry. You know, you don't build an industry with business case. You build an industry with dreams and know-how and science. So this is the oldest picture I find of a quadrocopter. I think it's 1905. It did not fly, but it take over. But you need one people at each arm to handle it, because I believe it was totally unstable. And this was probably the first plane made in quantities. It was open source. It was done by Santos Dumont, and everybody that want to do this plane can have freely the plan to do it. And many people have manufactured those planes and learned to fly with the Demoiselle. So this is what we want to do with the drone. Do a nice gadget, be at the beginning of a gadget, and do it for fun and for technology. So drone for fun, what does it mean? So this is a Parrot air drone. So we are known for the Parrot air drone. We have done the first air drone 1.0. I think it was nearly 3 years ago. We have started to ship it 3 years ago. And this is a picture of air drone 2.0. Air drone 2.0 is between, in fact, the idea I had at the beginning was to do the drone as a video game. This is why I call it air drone. To do it as a flying camera where you will be able to put objects in the image, augmented reality. And in fact, I failed. It did not work. Not because we did not do a good image processing, but because it's much more complicated to do even augmented reality for toys. So my idea was to do a toy for a video game, but finally we did the drone, and I will show you what the people do with it. So they fly the drone in nice places. So the Parrot drone does flip and do acrobatics. So you know, so this is what people do with the drone. You know, they fly with it, and also they take a lot of video in unusual places. For example, they do videos climbing a mountain that you cannot do before, and this was, and also they put the drone where they cannot go, you know. So, stop the video. Okay. So this is what people do with the drone, and obviously they're having fun with it. They use it in many circumstances. So then, for me, what is a drone? What is a drone? So I'm more a software person. So you have to understand that I don't come from aeronautics or from. So for me, the drone is a paper plane plus a smartphone. I mean, the technology of the drone is possible because the technology of a smartphone. In a smartphone, you have a very good computer, you have storage, you have a GPS, you have a wireless data link, Wi-Fi or 4G, you have MEMS, so you have everything to do the drone. The only thing that you don't need is a display, and the only thing that you need is an electric engine but you have also a very good battery on the cell phone, and you need a good battery on the drone. So it's a paper plane plus a cell phone. And what is the cost of a drone? So it's very easy. The cost of a drone is the cost of a cell phone, plus the cost of your R&D divided by the quantity of drone you sell. So you have to try to sell many of them to make them as cheap as a smartphone. And okay, so now when you know this, it's easy. You know the cell phone platforms are open source. So what at Parrot, what we like to do to innovate with drones? So for us is software. So in the software, one thing we have taken a lot of time to develop, and I think there is still to do, and it's very important, is the UI. My idea of the Parrot drone is a kid, a 14-year-old kid, should be able to open the box, to turn on his iPad, and to press the button, take off, and the drone should fly, without knowing nothing about aerodynamics, planes, and etc. So this was the project of the drone, and in this it was a great success. You know, you can give it to a kid, and a kid can pilot the drone. So the basic UI of the drone, you can see it. This is on an iPad. You have two virtual joysticks on the iPad, and you have the video of what you see. And you have, like a phone, you have the battery level of the drone, the level of Wi-Fi you receive, a button to take off and to land. And this is the basic UI where, when you release the button, it's over. So when you panic, you just don't touch anything, and the drone stops. And this was, I think, a very important point of the drone. We have now another better UI. This is to pilot the camera. It's a software that's called Director Mode, that has been very well downloaded from Apple, and this permits you to pilot the camera, to do nice traveling with the drone, to do nice pictures. So on the left you have the traveling forward, backward, on the side, and on the right you have go up, go down, and just to make a nice video or nice shoots. This is when you replay a fly. This is what you see on your iPad when you have flight, and when you can see back your flight. So you have the altitude, and you have all the data of the flight. So a kid can replay what he has been done. The same with the GPS. Now we have the GPS, so you have a very nice 3D flight on the Apple Map when you use it on Apple, or on Google Map when it's on Android. This is how to stabilize the image. You can then stabilize the image on the tablet. And also, this is, I think, one of the best things we did for the drone. This is we call it Pilot Academy. We have now more than 1 million flights recorded. So when you fly, if you allowed it, the flight goes to the cloud. And so you can share the flights of more than 100,000 pilots. You can see the video. The video are on YouTube, so you can see what the other people are doing with the drone. All of this is to make it fun to fly and fun to use. Okay, at Parrot also, I think what it was one innovation of the drone is to use image processing, especially to measure the speed of the drone. So this shows what the vertical camera see. You know, we have point of interest on the images, and then we average the speed of the point of interest, and it gives the speed of the drone with the image. So it's the drone without GPS is stable even if you have wind outside with the vertical camera. So this is what we did at Parrot, drone for fun, and also it doesn't mean that we are not conscient at Parrot that fun doesn't mean danger. You know, unfortunately, drone, even small drones, they can be dangerous. but in my point of view, what is dangerous, the drone is only a part of it, is the technology. For example, a smartphone can be very dangerous. Some people have made explosive bombs sending an SMS to the bomb. So a cell phone is very dangerous. A drone is the same. The technology today is very dangerous. Okay, so next, so at Parrot, I explained you why we follow this idea of doing drones, and we have plenty of new ideas, of new things to do with the drone, but also we do drones for professionals. And the drone for professional is called the EB. And Adam, where is Adam? Adam will show you. I hope the professional will have as much fun as the consumers with the drone, and Adam will show you what we did and what they did, what Adam did for with the EB for the drone for professionals.